I am. Yeah, thank you, Susan of the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Thanks for sharing us all out. And yeah, we're here. We're here. We're here. I'm a little bit late, but it doesn't matter. Don't know who we're going to get. Hopefully we get a few. Don't know how this microphone's working. I should see if I can just sit it here on my phone holder and see how we go. And I should start you all on here just so that I can keep up with chat. So yeah, just bear with me on that. I just see Susan sent me a message. Thank you, Susan. She just said she'd shared out my live, so that's brilliant. And yeah, I'm looking a bit like a dried or a drowned rat at the moment. I've just sort of finished with the shower. Oh, hi there, Heather. Great to see you. The wind's starting to blow a little bit, so you know what I mean. I'll get this started on here because I don't always catch things on screen, so bear with me. So hopefully we can get this all started, and yeah, I can keep up with chat. So yeah, who have we all got with us, and how's everyone doing today? Just bear with me. I'll try and get this live up here on my phone. Oh, Simply Katie Walks. Hi there. Great to see you, and thanks so much for coming in. Great to see you. Really great to see you. But yeah, I can sort of, at least I can sort of keep up with chat a little bit. And earlier in, I don't know if they're in now yet, a big hello to Tina, Life in the Piedmont Homestead, and Robyn, Garden State So and So. Really lovely to see everybody. And yeah, like I said, I'm looking like a drowned rat at the moment. I'm not long out of the shower, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, I've sort of had a busy few days. Really busy. Sort of Friday and Saturday packing some stuff. Well, out Friday just trying to get some housing organised. For obvious reasons. I think everybody knows what had been going on there. And of course, thank you everybody for the thumbs up. I see there's like about 13 or 14 thumbs up, and oh, that's brilliant. Love seeing that. So yes, I was out and about a lot, and I've sort of still got to work out the student housing, but I'm staying a couple of days at a friend's place until I get this all organised with the student housing at well, it's at Federation University, but I am studying a course at Chisholm. Oh, thank you, Katie. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope you can hear me okay, and I hope my video's okay. And like I said, I'm looking like a drowned rat. But I'm currently studying at Chisholm University, and or Chisholm College, and of course that course will finish, that particular one will finish after term 2 next year, so that's, I think it's like about early July or something next year. But yeah, I've applied for student housing, and hopefully I can get in there, which will be absolutely brilliant. The rooms are really beautiful. And only $20 per week more than what I'd been paying at the house I'd been in. And for those who'd been keeping up with my channel know the terrible place I was in. But yeah, it sort of started packing everything to get out of there, probably a few days even before Friday, but big pack up and a big sort through stuff on Saturday, and had everything ready to go. And then Saturday night, stayed at a friend's place and sort of been at a friend's place since. That's where I am now, in her garden, just doing this live now. And just clearing the place out of me, if you know what I mean. Really a dreadful place. You know, 8 rooms, a couple of rooms have got couples in, so you know, constantly there was 10 people staying there in the place, and oftentimes I've got other people coming in and going all the time, and even people like camping there and camping on the kitchen floor or what have you. I'll call it a kitchen, but it ain't really a kitchen. Bit like the bathroom, ain't really a bathroom. Every time I'd go to use the bathroom, I'd have to just, you know, spray disinfectant spray everywhere, and that was every time into the bathroom. And I actually wouldn't cook anything in the kitchen. You know, it was foul and filthy, and for those of you who've seen photos of it, you know what I mean. Not very nice, but there's probably, like, you know, out of 10 people, there was 3 people staying there, myself and 2 others who did not touch drugs, and meaning did not touch drugs whatsoever. All the others had varying levels of drug addiction. Some moderate and some really pretty bad. And so, you know, I hadn't even slept properly for months. You might get a quiet night once in a blue moon sort of thing, but somebody would decide to do their washing in the middle of the night, and the washing machine was against my bedroom wall, so of course, you know, at 3 a.m, against the wall, and I had to move the TV because the TV would shake because of the washing machine on the spin cycle. And of course, you know, they're filling the washing machine up with sneakers and things, so that would really make it shake and rattle. And so that was really, really crazy. But, you know, they'd have drug parties quite often, and so there'd just be noise, and there'd be screaming and yelling and fighting and arguing, and all hours. And quite often, you know, there'd be 1 or 2 of them at war with each other every so often. You know, every, you know, 2 or 3 days there'd be one at war with another one. You know, and there'd be doors bashed in and doors broken in, and they'd smash in the front door and all sorts of things there. So yeah, it was pretty horrid. But out of there, so it's just starting to come out of my system, the place. And of course, you know, they would smoke meth in there. And of course, when my friend came in to help me get my stuff out, my friend, she's saying, oh yeah, this place stinks like bloody chemicals. They're smoking meth in here. You know, and so like that, it would have got into all the walls of the house and everything. So, you know, the smell of that just in the walls of the house. Of course, you know, when I was in my room, I forever had like, you know, some nice smelling vanilla candles or something going, because that was sort of really required. And air fresheners and all sorts of things, and you know, just to make it a bit nicer, at least in the room that I was in. But you know, I'd lock myself in there basically, and I didn't sort of have anything to do with any of them except for the 2 sort of normal ones, if you know what I mean. They were the only 2 people that I had anything to sort of really do with. You know, with the others I'd be polite and all of that, but I sort of, you know, kept well back. And you know, one very funny thing was on Saturday or Friday or whatever, I was just coming back from somewhere and I had my bag, and my bag is a genuine article. And of course, one of the girls staying there, and she's pretty hard on drugs. Oh, I love your bag. Your bag's so nice. Is it real? Oh no, it's just a good fake, you know. Because, you know, the last thing I'd want to say is that it was real, because, you know, you could imagine. And of course, you know, I just got this thing, of course. And so, you know, keeping this thing hidden from them, because even my old phone, I'd seen it a couple of times, but I just sort of didn't really show it off much. And my old phone's sort of what I'm streaming from at the moment. I've got to finish editing video on this, the unboxing and review. And I've got to film a segment, but I was out yesterday and filmed something, and that'll be going up tomorrow. I've got that on YouTube already. Oh, hi there, Susan. Great to see you, and I hope you feel better soon. So, you know, there was a very funny thing, and she said, oh, is it real? Oh, no, it's a fake. That bag's a fake, you know. Because I would never say that the purse was real, because, oh, could you imagine, you know, that one of them would steal it and think their Christmas had come. And if they came in to steal a phone or something, I'd think, oh, we really had Christmas here now. And of course, you know, they'd go and sell the lot for maybe, you know, a couple of $100 or $500 at most, and think they'd won the lottery. And of course, that'd be all blown in drugs sort of within a couple of days. But, you know, they would think they'd won the lottery. Well, they probably even wouldn't really know what the bag is worth or the purse is worth. So, you know, they'd probably sell it for a couple of $100 and think they'd really done well. You know, when it's sort of like 15 times worth more than what they'd sell it for. And of course, that one is a relic of my former life. Oh, hi there. Great to see you, Mike. That one's a relic of my former life before my husband died. And he'd actually bought it for me, and, you know, the real article. And, you know, got that from Louis Vuitton in Singapore. And because, you know, before everything was crunch, I'd sort of, you know, we'd been around the world and done all sorts of interesting things. So, you know, lived a very, very different life. But yeah, just sitting here in Jeanette's garden now and just doing the live stream, and it's, oh my goodness, it's so quiet. You know, like Saturday night, I mean, we sat up and talked to all hours, but then went to bed, and I couldn't sleep. It was just so quiet, and I had to put the earphones in and play some music. Oh, that's awesome, Mike, getting Kane ready to turn him loose. So, yeah, hopefully you get onto some. And, you know, he's really been going well, and I love to see how all your dogs have been going. It's been brilliant. They've been really, really hard on the raccoons, and absolutely brilliant. Excuse my coughing. I'm still coughing, and I'm coughing out this place, you know, where I'd been living. But friends are all saying I'll have to go and make an appointment with the doctor and just get a full health check, because, you know, all the rubbish that they were smoking in the house, that has got into the walls of the house and that, and, you know, I could need something just to get the toxicity out or something. Oh, thank you, Susan, for that. He's won 5 out of the past 7 competitions. Wow, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So well done. And I'm really, really glad to hear that. And yeah, I'll have a look to see if there's any more videos of him. I'll have to get your channel shared out here too, Mike. get a few people onto your channel. And of course, everybody in blue, drop your channel links. And anybody in blue, if you've got anybody you want to share out, please do so. I don't know if Nightbot is still on or not. I hadn't checked it for a while, and I've had a few people say you probably should get rid of Nightbot because it's a bit of a backdoor into your channel. Yeah, I know you've been posting a lot of shorts, and yeah, when I can catch them, I love to see them. I sort of get pretty busy. Oh, thank you, Susan, for sharing out your channel. Awesome. And I'm going to be very busy for a while, so it could take me a while to catch up with everybody, but I will get you all. With all this moving and that, I may get a bit behind on watching everybody, so yeah, if they get more views, yeah. And they often do, I know. But for me, it's generally the long form gets more views. So, you know, that's what I put up. I do have some photos. Don't know if I can find them or not. And I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but we'll see what we can get. And show you of the other place and if they'll come up here. So yeah, bear with me, I need glasses to even bloody read these days. I know it's terrible. Yeah, I've got some photos in the other place, so bear with me. There's even some short videos, but I don't know how they'll go. And pretty hard just to, you know, show you all that. And I'm just looking to see where they are. You're welcome, Mike. I've got so many photos on here because, you know, when I did the phone transfer, they just automatically, you know, I did phone transfer, phone transfer, and they all just copied over. Oh, thank you, Susan, for sharing out all those links. But, like, I don't know if you can see, and it's probably not really going to show up that well. That's the Stinkhouse. Oops. Oh, I've turned on the AI.
Acknowledge and proceed.
I've turned on the AI thingy-majig. And that's actually a good day in the passageway. But it's often obstructed. And like there's a doorway there, obstructed, like huge fire danger. No way to get out through the doorways if there was a fire or something. So really, really very dangerous in that respect, as well as the people there. That's when they smashed the front door in, and of course somebody taped it up with you know, with Gorilla Tape or duct tape or something. That's the kitchen, and the kitchen on a clean day. That was a clean day at the kitchen. And that was a really clean day at the kitchen too. And you know, it's even a pigsty there, you know. Oh, thank you, Susan. I'm so glad I've moved out of there too. I just sort of took my thermos flask there when I was boiling some water. That's the fridge. And they just draw and everything and destroy the fridges, and I never put any food in there. I put some ice creams in there once and they all evaporated within 30 minutes. So I had to buy a small fridge, and I just got a small old fridge from Marketplace for $30. And of course I've given it to one of the ladies, said that she was okay and she wasn't on drugs, and so I've given her that. And like the appliances I had there to cook with and the heater and everything, I've just gifted that to the people there that were sort of okay, because I didn't want to take anything with me from there that I'd sort of got for there, if you know what I mean. I thought, yeah, I'll just gift them to people there. You know, I'm getting out of there and I can just bless the people there. You know, some of the people there who, you know, would appreciate something like that. I just gift it to them. I thought that'd be the best way around it. I don't know if I've got any more photos of there or not. I'll just look and see. That may be all the photos I've got of there. But you know, like I was yesterday filming, and like that's a preview of what's going to go up tomorrow. That'll drop. It'll drop in about 22 hours time tomorrow. The video, I've got the video up and done. It's on YouTube. I've just got to do descriptions and tags and that. Oh, Terry, hi there. Great to see you. So I've just got to do that and set it as a premiere, and I'll have that on there. Sunday afternoon we went out. We just went to one of the local pubs where there was a live band. So that was really good, just to get out and just to live some normal life out of the Stinkhouse and get it all out of my system. So you know, that's at the pub Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. The photo. So you know, just some normal life. Susan, yeah. Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, Susan. So, you know, just some normal life. I've got water running in my ear. I took a shower just before I started live, and so I'm looking like a drowned rat. So you'll be all laughing at that one. So yeah, you'd be all laughing. You know, and the live band at the pub, they were just playing like 90s music. You know, I think, oh, you know, they're calling 90s music golden hits now. I think, oh wow. You know, because, you know, the 90s doesn't really seem that long ago. Everybody be laughing at me. It doesn't seem that long ago. You know, talking about like when I was 21 sort of thing, it doesn't seem that long ago. Oh, look at this. This is where I went and filmed yesterday. And yeah, I've put them all into a video already, so you're going to enjoy tomorrow's video. And it's probably not really showing up very well through like this either, but you'll have a really nice video tomorrow for it. And I should go back onto the live stream just to make sure that I've sort of haven't missed anyone. Because somebody's probably said hello and I've missed you or something, so you just got to bear with me. Yeah, I'm younger. Yeah, me too. I know I was talking with someone and I forget who it was. It might have been Gail or it might have been Jan or, you know, and we were saying, oh, it's funny, you sort of, in mind you're sort of like 30 or 35 and then the body just don't do it no more, if you know what I mean. And it just sort of seems so funny when we were sort of talking about that and, you know, talking about having to get up for the restroom about 4 or 5 times every night because of a, you know, 55-year-old bladder, or, you know. And you all are probably having a good giggle at that one. I'm sure you all are, and you probably, yeah, I know about that. I'm sure. You probably all say, oh yeah, I know about that. And everybody be laughing and thinking, yeah. They, you know, we all laugh, but we all say, yeah, I know that. I know about that, and that's not really much fun. You know, it gets old pretty quickly, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. So I'm sure everybody can sort of identify with that. And, yeah, I'll put a couple of shorts up with some of my fun exercises that I've sort of, you know, or outings that I've sort of done in, you know, in the last couple of days and the last week. So, you know, getting out of that horrible place. And, already it's sort of like a weight coming off my soul and coming off my heart, if you know what I mean, getting out of that place. So you're going to see the old crazy Ariella back all the time, you know, which will be brilliant. And, you know, once we get this student housing sorted, that will be wonderful too. And I'm thinking, oh, I need more coffee too. I might have to get another one, but I'll just flip the camera. I'll flip the camera and you can have a look while I just go and get myself some coffee. Because, yeah, that orchid there is beautiful. So I've got to get coffee, so just bear with me. just bear with me, I'm still waiting for the kettle to boil. And of course I did bring old Glory from, I had on my bedroom wall. I wasn't leaving her there. So of course, I just thought, yeah, I'll show you that while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil. So I'll give you back to the orchids. So yeah, just get her folded up nicely, and I need to watch some videos how to fold a flag properly. Okay, I'm coming back with my copy, so I've flipped the cameras around. I'm back. Oh, thank you, Susan. Yes, yay! Me too, yes. So, yeah, I'll just flip the cameras back and, but yeah, those orchids are beautiful. But yeah, got my copy. And I know Sunday, I will do a live stream on Sunday, but it might be a bit late for you. I'm not sure what time it starts. It could be, you know, it could be about midday my time. So, you know, in about 2 hours time from this, our clocks all fell back. I know, sprang forward on, it's coming up next, on Saturday will be 2 weeks ago. So I, you know, with all the times, I'm sort of blitzed with what the times are for everybody, because, you know, when clocks change, the clocks change here, and then the clocks will change for you all also. So I'll be really out of the loop on the times for a week or two. So bear with me on that. Yeah. But yeah, we are planning to go to the city. It'll be Sunday. Sunday this week, or should I say next week? You know, you know what I mean. There's a march on in the city. It's another Save Australia march on in the city, so I'll go there and live stream. And of course, you know, there'll probably be a few of us wearing MAGA caps, so you know. Should I say that? Should I say that here? But you know, hopefully there'll be a few of us supporting our Australian friends. So you know, we'll be doing that. So that should be interesting. And so, if anybody's still awake, then hopefully you all can catch that, or catch that live, or parts of that live. But I will have a video going up tomorrow. That will be in about 21 hours time or something. I'm just looking at what the time is now. So in about 21 hours time. I will have to get onto my computer in a bit, and you know, I'll get, you know, the Premiere set up, and you know, all the tags and description and end screens and cards, and do all of that and get it ready to go for tomorrow, and get it set. So you know, you'll see it pop up in the you know, on the shelf pretty soon for the Premiere shelf. You'll see it pop up pretty soon for, and you know, we'll show the time that it's going or anything. And of course I will share that out with Susan and everybody, that hopefully gets shared out, and hopefully we get a lot of people into the Premiere. But you never know, you never know. Oftentimes I know people are busy too, so you know, there may be one person in there, myself, or there may be a heap, you just don't know. And you know, live streams and premieres are a bit like that, you just don't know. So of course, yeah, everybody sort of saying, yeah, I know about that. So yeah, what's everybody been up to too? And has anybody got anything special going on, or somebody flying around? Yeah, that's true, Susan. They are, yes. And sometimes you can get a real heap on them if you do them vertical like this. So, don't know why that is, but although I know it is why it is, YouTube puts them out on the short shelf. So, yeah, tomorrow morning. I'm not sure if I'll be able to catch it or not, but if I can, I'll make sure I catch it. Tina was live for me this morning. It was something like about 2:30 or 3 a.m. I saw the alert. I had to get up to use the restroom, and I saw the alert, so of course, you know, went on and said hello, and then kept the live running while I fell back to sleep. So, you know, it ran through until the end. So, you know, Susan got that. And so, if yours happens like that in the middle of the night for me, Susan, and I see it, I will be catching it. Otherwise, I'll just have to get it on replay, gang. So I'll make sure that I get it. But, you know, if it's while you're live, I'll get you while you're live. Yeah, well, if I didn't have to get up to use the restroom, I would have missed it. I mean, I just got up to use the restroom, and of course, you know, pick up my phone just to check and see what it is. And I've got to do the video on this phone. I am doing a video on this thing. And I think it'll be interesting for anyone who is interested in these foldables and the new one, because I compare the new one with the old 3. I had the Zfold3, and this is the 7. And I mean, I've got a cover on it, so it's looking thick, but it's much thinner than that, and it's actually lighter than the Samsung S25 Ultra, actually lighter in weight. And I like it that it's wider, so you can sort of do things better with it than, you know, the previous models. But it's not as big and bulky as the Ultra. I mean, I can get my hand around it, whereas the Ultra is just too much. You know, I did pick up the Ultra and look at it, and you know, the Samsung Ultra. And for those of you into iPhone, the Samsung Ultra is probably like the same sort of weight and size and level of what the iPhone, is it 16 Pro Max is. So you've got a huge slab of a phone, but this thing fits in the hand really nicely. You know, I can wrap my hand around it more and just pick it up and hold it, and it's not sort of so heavy. But of course, you know, I've got the added advantage of just folding it out when I want the bigger screen, because I can't see very well like I used to be able to. You know what I mean? And I actually do a lot of my... Yeah, it is really cool. It would want to be too, Susan. It would want to be. You know, the price of the things. I've got it on the plan, you know. I wouldn't like to go and buy it outright, actually. I got it on the plan. And because I'll be moving to student housing where there's Wi-Fi, I will be dropping the free Wi-Fi. I'll be dropping one of my plans. So, of course, you know, my general phone bill will go down. But, of course, you know, I do have the payment for this every month. But that's not... It's not ridiculous, if you know what I mean. Spread over 3 years, and basically it's an extra $90 per month spread over 3 years. I know, right, but I need it for YouTube, and so, you know, justify it with, you know, with that. And of course putting my old phone onto Marketplace, and I'm still waiting for somebody to contact me about that. But my old phone on Marketplace, $550, so, you know, get a bit back there. And I'm really wanting a new camera, and I think, oh, I'll sell the old camera now, and then later on when I've got a bit more cash, I'll get a new camera, because the way this thing takes video is amazing, absolutely amazing video. So, you know, I could do without a camera for a little while. And, you know, selling the phone, yeah, praying it sells. Thank you, Susan. Selling the phone and, you know, the old phone, and selling the camera, I can put that into the deposit for the student housing. And so, you know, deposit and even a couple of weeks rent will be covered, that I don't have to worry about. So, you know, getting that all organised. So yes, praying that it sells. Yes, Susan, absolutely. Yeah, who else is all still here with us? I know there's a few coming and going, and I know a few of you are probably still having supper or even cooking supper. like I said, the clocks have changed, so I'm sort of Ariella blur, Ariella brain rot. You know what I mean? Because you know, the clocks have changed. So maybe you could tell me what time it is, Susan. So you know, I know what at least East Coast time is, and I can work out what Central and Mountain time is and everything. Because yeah, Ariella brain rot because the clocks have changed. And you'll all be laughing at that one. So yeah, I'd love to hear what time it is. Time here is 10:18 a.m. So almost 10:20 a.m. in the morning. Tuesday morning. And just drinking coffee here still too. Tuesday morning, I'm looking a mess. I've only got eyebrow pencil on, no lipstick, no makeup, no foundation, nothing. So yeah, looking a bit different to some of my weekend pictures and videos. I've got to get some more shorts up from those too. You know, those weekend outings. I've got to get some more shorts up. You know, 1,000 views from the shorts. Oh yes, 6:19 p.m. Central Standard Time, yeah. Oh, so yeah, you're Central. I wasn't sure if you were far enough over, if you were still in the Eastern or if you were in Central. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Not quite sure where the line sort of goes between Eastern and Central, because I know the line does cut through a few states. You know, there's a few states that are sort of you know, that have two time zones. So you know, not always sure where the line cuts for that. So yeah, you're the same time as Gail and Jan. Thinking, wondering if you'd be the same time also as Lynda. I don't know where the line goes, if Kentucky's Eastern or Central. Just missed a message here, so I'll get you here. Yeah, Nashville, Tennessee is Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I know the line does go through Tennessee, so I was always wondering, are you Central or are you Eastern? Yeah. So yeah, I wondered about that. I did wonder. But yeah, I'm looking a bit of a fright at the moment. No makeup. My hair's a fright, just out of the shower. Didn't blow dry it or straighten it or anything. So it's a real fright. You all will be laughing. But, you know, anyways, never mind. Yeah, Nashville's in the middle of Tennessee. Yep. So you're pretty much further out west Tennessee, that would mean. Yep. Oh, I guessed correctly. I just said it and then it comes up on screen. So yeah, you were sort of the same step as me, and I just able to get it out quicker than what you typed it. And of course, anybody who's got any collaborations and things coming up here, do tell us all about them and share them out. And I've got to get a video for you, Susan. Sorry, I'm coughing. Still coughing that house out. So bear with me. Still coughing that house out. Scarecrow 25. And I'll be doing it in the next couple of days. An Anna video, you know, for Scarecrow 25. Although I've got Anna's hat with me, but Anna's going to have to get another new dress. Because I left her dress at the Stinkhouse. Oh, you're welcome, Susan. I'm definitely going to be doing a video for that. Definitely. I promise you, because got Anna's hat. I might even grab Anna's hat for you, and you know, why not? But I am going to have to get back into seamstressing and make another dress for Anna. You'll be all laughing. But yeah, we've got Anna's hat here. And of course, I might have to even, you know, line Anna's face up a bit with a few stitches and, you know, some lipstick and on her nose just to give Anna a nice red nose. But yeah, I've got Anna's hat here. I wasn't leaving Anna's hat at the Stinkhouse, although I did leave Anna's dress there. And you'll laugh what I did. If you'd seen the Fall Fest video where Anna came in, you know, where Anna did a section, cousin Anna, Anna was showing off her new dress, of course, and she was loving her new dress. Oh, Arielle has bought me a new dress. And oh, isn't it lovely? Arielle has bought me a new dress and I so love it. But of course, you know, for Anna's dress, I'd actually taken one of the Stinkhouse sheets, just sort of folded it into a triangle, you know, just to get the center of the sheet, and then I got a pair of scissors that I found laying around the Stinkhouse and just sort of cut a head hole through, and then you know, over Anna's head it went, and so Anna had a lovely, you know, flappy dress to really scare the birds and the crows away, and so I might have to, I'm thinking I'll have to get to one of the thrift stores and see what they've got in sheets, and you know, I'll cut a hole in the sheet and do the same again, and Anna will have another new dress, and maybe see if I can find a cheap belt, and she could sort of have her new dress sort of, you know, belted around the waist as well. You know, so that would be really lovely, and I know Anna would love that. Anna would absolutely love that. Oh yeah, definitely thrifted. I mean, this hat I thrifted. These flowers came from like the $2 store, and I just sort of hot glued them around, and like these little hangy things also came from the thrift store, you know, and I just sort of put them on with some safety pins. And like all these flowers came from the thrift store and $2 stores and that sort of thing. I'm sure you all love Anna's hat. So, you know, I couldn't leave Anna's hat there either at the Stinkhouse. I mean, if I left Anna's hat at the Stinkhouse, poor Anna would have been devastated. Because, I mean, of course, as soon as Ariella was out of the Stinkhouse, Anna was out of there too. She wasn't going to be staying in the garden shed there with no Ariella around to protect her. So, yeah, she was out as well. Of course, everybody will be having a giggle, and everybody who knows Anna will be having a giggle. I should say, or anybody who's seen Anna's videos will be having a good giggle at that one. And I know one of these times I'm going to have to get my life completely back into order and things sorted, that I can get to the States and be in the States permanently. And when that happens, Anna is definitely going to be meeting up with Lucy, and I think trying to think what's Gail's character, and Lynda's character, and then Heather's character, Grandma Feather, and oh, we've got Bubba Butler, of course. We're going to have to all get together at a YouTube meetup and have a real gathering of the three cans shy people, if you know what I mean. Lucy and Anna and Grandma Feather, and and have a real gathering of the three cans shy people. Oh, could you imagine a live stream with all of them? Or a video with all of them? Oh my goodness. Oh my word, everybody would be just falling over, rolling on the floor laughing, if you know what I mean. And we're definitely going to have to do that and get that all sorted. And we're going to have to get you into scarecrow garb or something, Susan, and get you in on it too. Yes, Luann's sister. Yes, Luann. Yes, of course. Yes. And so we're going to have to get like everybody in on that. Oh, we'll have to get Tina in on it too. I think Tina would really do well as well. I'm sure Tina could really get a really good character. And it'd be just hilarious. Get everybody involved. Maybe even, Jan's husband Kevin could even come up with a character too, and there'd be a screen full of tree can shy people making a YouTube live stream. Dan, yep. And we've got Bubba Butler, so we need more men involved. Definitely need more men involved. Bubba would get a bit lonely being the only guy in amongst all these hot women. All these hot ladies. So, Bubba might get a bit, inundated and a bit overwhelmed. So we got to get some more guys involved. And of course, probably people rolling around laughing at that one. Me talking this sort of thing, everybody be just rolling around. But yeah, I think we've got to do that. And Jan, if she's sort of watching while she's, getting supper ready or whatever, she's probably rolling around on the floor with all this BS too that we're talking. Or if she catches it later, and I could imagine Gail doing the same thing. But yeah, it sounds like fun, and I think we've got to do it. Oh, I've been here about an hour, so I'm not really going to natter away too much longer. Keep you all from cooking supper or eating supper or sitting down and relaxing, watching TV after a long day or after a long Monday for you all. So yeah, who do we all have here with us who'd like to say hello quickly? And anybody who'd like to quickly share out a playlist in chat, for collaboration or what have you, please do so. I will also remind everybody, Fall Fest, the drawings for the semi-finalists will be coming up soon. I believe from, yeah, great break for you, awesome. I believe from about the 13th or 14th or something. I must get my butt into gear and get organised. I did say I'm going to do them, and I'll do them on a live stream. So it'll be the 17th. Your time, not mine. So that would actually be the 18th here. But I'll get them done on the 17th. And I might just do the one live stream and do for both channels in the same live stream. That's what I think I'll do. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And I've got to work out how to get co-stream working on, I should be able to do it, working on Restream, because I can sort of do it live from both channels then. You know, and I run the spinning wheel, you know, the comment picker, you know, what have you, because the laptop I got will do that now. So I've got a decent laptop, and I'll just go and get it and I'll show you. I've got at least, I'm talking, gobble, gobble, gobble like the turkeys. Getting my words all mixed up. But like I was saying, I've got a decent laptop now that I can do it with. So I can sort of, you know, get this live stream sorted and run StreamYard or Restream or what have you. So I can do that. All those flowers are lovely too. I should show you them. Should show you them before I call it to the live. Someone driving down the street. It's the first one I'd actually heard for a while. They're generally pretty quiet here, I found, which is lovely. A quiet street compared to where I came from. Oh, 3 cars. Wow. Yeah, I'll show you some of the flowers here. Absolutely beautiful. I'll be able to get more into flowers again too. I love them. Drop the microphone. But yeah, ain't they lovely? I'll show you out the street too. Copping the, still copping the Stinkhouse out. But yeah, I'll just show you the street. Because I know you all will be interested, so yeah, why not? But you know, such a much nicer street than where the Stinkhouse was. There's actually a lookout here, so I'll walk up to the lookout one day live streaming. I know you'll all love that. But yeah, I'll show you some of the flowers here. They're lovely. Yeah, really nice. So different, you know. Oh, well, a normal place. And I'm just sort of under the gazebo where I was sitting. But oh, look at those. Ain't they wonderful? You know, that's just where I was sitting under doing my live. I will flip around and see how we're going. Yeah, really pretty. Yeah. Really pretty. Get back into camera. So yeah, we're going to call it in a minute. So give everybody, yes, they are beautiful, yes. Give everybody a chance to say hello, goodbye and all of that, and then we'll call it. So, you know, I'll give everybody, you know, a couple of minutes just to say hello, goodbye and all of that, and then we'll call it. But yeah, the orchids are so pretty, yeah. They really are, yes, they're wonderful. And of course, if anybody's got anything you want to share quickly before I call it, you know, somebody might have a special video coming up, or a premiere, or a live stream, collaborations. I'll give you all a chance just to share all of that out too. I haven't seen the cat here yet today, so hopefully, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm getting out of that place, Susan. You know, where I was at was really giving me anxiety, if you know what I mean. And, you know, of course, if I talk like this in there, walls have ears, well, yeah, they're really going to, you know, next thing they'll be on the door, sort of thinking what they can get out of me too. You know, talking about places I've been and whatever, you know, it's best they don't know, and don't know, it's best they don't know everything that I've got. Oh, awesome, Susan. Thanks for sharing that out too. I'll make sure I get that one shared out myself. Well, it says here live in 2 days for me, but I'm going to get it shared out. I'll get that shared out for you, Susan, and then I'll remember too if I've got it on my community. Well, I remember I'll do that. Oh yeah, Thursday. But yes, I'll get that shared out. I get a bit forgetful, so I've got to do that now. Beautiful, got it going out now, Susan. So we got you shared out on my community tab, so wonderful. But you know, like you were saying, I seem much happier. Yes, just getting out of that place and doing some normal things. and around normal people. It does make me a lot happier, and you know, the old Arielle can come back. But you know, like if those people knew everything that I'd been and done, you know, seen and done, and where I'd been, and what I had, they would have been breaking my doors down to, you know, rob me blind sort of thing. So I couldn't sort of, you know, really say too much. And you know, there's only one other girl there that knows about the YouTube thingy and the Stinkhouse song. You know, if the others there knew that I had 35,000 subscribers on YouTube, they probably would have been breaking my bloody door down, if you know what I mean. Because yeah, I checked 35,000 subscribers yesterday. Wow. But they would have been breaking my bloody door down if they knew all that. Oh, hope for life. No, not hungover. No, didn't do anything crazy, you know, yesterday. Today's Tuesday. I'm not, you know, just before I went live, I got out of the shower. Didn't straighten my hair, no blow drying, nothing. So my hair's sort of a fright, and it's just sort of, you know, air dried. But yeah, great to see you. I was going to call it for the live pretty soon, but since you've come in to say hello, here we still are. Yeah, it was wild seeing you out having a good time. Yeah. You know, I'd gone out the first time. Was it the first Saturday in October? And I knew that I was going to be getting out of the Stinkhouse then too. But I was still there, but I knew I'd be getting out. So, you know, went out and I could sort of let my hair down a little bit. And then last weekend, you know, went out again, let my hair down a little bit. I mean, you know, nothing crazy, just fun and lots of fun and laughter, if you know what I mean. So, you know, it was like that. Like that, nothing crazy. And of course I did bring Anna's hat with me to, which you'll be happy about, Joslyn. But I left Anna's dress there, so I'm going to have to get Anna a new dress. So, you know, find an old sheet at the strip store and cut her head hole out and, you know, make a new dress for Anna. Yeah, I know. And I mean, Anna was so happy about her new dress too in, you know, in the Fall Fest video. That was on my channel, not the cooking channel. Cooking channel, Anna didn't come out. But yeah, she really loved her new dress. I'd grabbed one of the Stinkhouse sheets, and actually that was one that somebody had left on the washing machine. It was clean and dry and that. Yeah, find a flower one, yeah. I don't know, a plaid one or a flower one. You know, and I'm thinking about get like a thrift store belt too, and so she could have the belted waist, you know, with a nice sheet. Yeah, sunflower one would be good. But, you know, whatever sort of flaps around looks good for a scarecrow. That'll be what it is. That'll be what it is. So, yeah. I'd found this sheet that somebody had washed, and they sort of left it sitting on the washing machine. So, right, Anna's got this one. So yeah, fold it up into a triangle, and then, you know, to get the middle of it, and then just cut, you know, cut the corner out for a, Well, yeah, Anna was originally a scarecrow, yes, and that's sort of the scarecrow theme. So, you know, just cut the corner. Oh, dear, I mean, I'm even going to start snotting myself laughing at that. I've made my... just laughing at the sheet. So, you know, cut the thing out and just slipped it over, you know, slipped it over the head hole for Anna's new dress. The Stinkhouse sheet. So, of course, you know, that wasn't coming with me. And, you know, I sort of had enough stuff to carry. Like, oh, yeah, I can't just... Yeah, stole a sheet dress. Yes, I know, it's so naughty. Susan, it's so naughty. And you'll be all laughing at it. And, of course, I couldn't sort of... I thought about it. I thought, no, I better not fold the sheet up and put it back on the washing machine. Otherwise, whatever Stinkhouse drug addict had their sheet out there to wash and had come and gone. No, because they might know either. They'll be folding their sheet out. Because I sort of just stuck it in behind the washing machine so they don't sort of find it in a real hurry. So, I mean, they will get their sheet back. It wasn't technically stolen. It was just borrowed. Well, yeah, I did. Actually, Susan, I did fold it back. I did fold it up, but I sort of stuck it in down a bit so they don't sort of find it so quickly. No, bunk bed, bottom bunk, yep, in her spare room, Jeanette's spare room. She's got a couple of bunks there, and, you know, perfect. Much, much, much better. So, you know, back to this sheet, so you'll be all laughing at it. So it wasn't technically stealing, it was just, borrowing. I folded it up and I sort of stuck it in behind a little bit. So, you know, it might be a couple of days before they find it. Yeah, real bad. Yes, Jeanette, wonderful. She's been such a big help, and so a big thank you to her also, and much appreciation. She's the lady that's in some of those, you know, shorts and videos. And she's the one dancing also in that short, if you'd seen that one. She actually filmed that one with her own phone, so, you know, that's where that one's come from. So, you know, folded the sheet up and just... You'll be all laughing at me with that one, so, could you imagine the, you know, when the druggie sort of finds, yeah, pretty laid back, yeah, exactly, yeah, normal, like the rest of us. So, you know, when the druggie goes to get their sheet, and they mightn't even notice, actually, just thinking about it. Yeah, cheeky sneak, yes, Joslyn. They mightn't even notice. You know, they mightn't notice because, you know, they would have been smoking their little glass pipe with ice and taking their whatever other, you know, with crystal meth and whatever, and taking whatever crap they take, and they'd be just absolutely brain fried. And I'll throw their sheet out in the bed and the big hole in the middle, and they probably won't even bloody notice. So. Of course, Anna had that cut out for a dress. So that will be quite funny, and I'd love to be a fly on the wall to see that. Yeah, I'd love to be a fly on the wall to see that one. Yeah. If I could have, I would have set up like a cellular trail camera just pointing towards where the washing machine is, just seeing them when they get there. You know, when old David goes and gets his sheet, you know, David in the video. Yeah, that'd be absolutely hilarious. But you know, it's a good thought too. I'm likely never to see any of them ever again. And that's a really good thought. A really good thought, that I'm likely to never, never, never see any of them again. Oh yes, I can hear, what the bloody hell, yeah. Yeah, it probably would be. But it'd probably be other words, not that, but something a lot harder. You know, words that are a lot more you know, not for around ladies and kids, but I mean, with those people, they don't care. You know, they just drop F-bombs and C-bombs everywhere, if you know what I mean. And I mean, every time I'd hear that word, you know, they're dropping the C-bomb everywhere, and every time I'd hear that word, I'd be like, oh. Because I mean, you know, I don't really like that word very much. But I mean, you just hear it all the time, and they're calling each other that. Yeah, we'll have to call you later. And I'm going to have to end this live soon too. It's coming up to an hour and a half now, and I was going to call it at an hour. But you know, get talking, you know, shit, and Arielle brain rot, and you know what happens. You know what I mean? And yeah, I was sort of talking just the other day. Was it on Jan's live or was it on Gail's live? We should get a heap of us together. Oh, you're good. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Susan. We should get a heap of us together and do like a collaboration live and call it like Brain Rot with you know, Cousin Anna, Leaky Faucet, and you know, Brain Rot with the live stream a heap, and you know, wouldn't that be brilliant? And you know, like the Friday evening live stream, but have a sort of a heap, you know, in the one live, maybe an hour, but Brain Rot with, you know, and wouldn't that be brilliant? You know, like the Friday evening live streams where, you know, there's Gail and there's Jan, I don't know, there's a few others going live, you know, everybody's got their own. But, you know, if you could slot in there Brain Rot with, wouldn't that be hilarious? Have a Brain Rot live stream. Or, you know, that could also replace, you know, Jan and Lynda sort of stopped doing, you know, their sheriff live, you know, because they want to do something different. We could say, oh, why don't we replace that with Brain Rot with Luann and Cousin Anna and Loose Faucet and whatever. You know, replace that one with Brain Rot. Now, wouldn't that be brilliant? We should do that. We should. What's everybody think? But it'd be hilarious, yeah. Yeah, I'm sort of, you know, I've laughed and talked enough rubbish and everything, so we probably should end it now. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Probably should end it now. And of course everybody will be thinking about Anna's dress and the sheet at the Stinkhouse. How when the drug addict finds their sheet, there's a big hole cut out of the middle of it. Because Anna had it for a dress for YouTube. But yeah, we should end it. Yeah, thank God they don't watch my YouTube channel. Hey, that's my dress. That's my sheet she's got on. Wouldn't they love it? So yeah, we are going to end it now. I've spoken enough crap. And everybody's probably rolling around the floor laughing at all my BS anyways. So we are going to end it. So yeah, I'm rolling over here. A huge thank you to everybody, and everybody take care and be blessed. And I'm not sure when I'll be going next live again, but I will be very soon. Video tomorrow at I believe it might be about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that I'll get the video to premiere. But I will make a post for it when I have the exact time sort of worked out. I'm going to get onto my computer in a bit and, you know, get the description done and tags and set the premiere and all of that, and the thumbnail and all of that. So it'll be up there soon. So we're going to see everybody, and I'll be live again sometime during the week. So everybody take care, be blessed, and until next time, bye bye.